Hey, Shalom, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai, Barakatah Yahweh, Barakatah Yahweh Shai. First and foremost, as always, we want to give all praise, all glory, and all honor to Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem, Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone, and love and peace and salutations to you hopeful elect brothers out here pushing this truth across the four corners of the globe, and to you sisters that are listening humbly and in sincerity. I want to say shalom.
Shalom.
All right, today we're just going to hit the subject of faith. All right, I know this is a subject that, we hear a lot of, but this is what it's going to take in these days that we're coming into is the faith, your belief in the Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai and His Word, and what He actually said is going to happen, that you're going to believe it's going to happen. All right, because unlike the rest of this world, they don't believe, all right, in Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. They believe in Buddha, or they want to be Muslims and things of that nature. But we serve the true and living power, man. All right, He is separated from every other entity in the universe. All right, so I want to give my first scripture. This is in Hebrews chapter 11. All right, and this is verse 1. It says, "Now faith is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not seen." All right, and what we're hoping for salvation. All right, so that's part of having faith, that you believe that Yahweh Shai is going to come. Him and the angels are going to come and deliver you from what? Babylon, aka America. All right, that takes faith, great faith. All right, the world don't really believe in it. They just say it, all right, but they don't really believe that, all right, that Yahweh Shai is coming, all right, to deliver them. All right, they don't believe that Esau is going to be destroyed after 1,000 years of being servitude in the kingdom of heaven. All right, they don't believe those things, man, but we actually do, because we believe in all the scriptures that are written. All right, it says and the evidence of things not seen. All right, and I like to use the analogy of air. All right, you can feel it. All right, as it grows across your skin. All right, you can see the trees moving. All right, but you actually can't see air. All right, it's an invisible, all right, thing. But the evidence is when the trees is blowing, and you can feel it on your skin. All right, so it's there, but you can't actually see it, and that's part of faith. All right, these things that we believe in, the evidence of it is here. All right, but guess what? The evidence of the Lord coming back is here. Why? Because the word is fulfilling prophecy as we know it. All right, we see the earthquakes in diverse places. We see the uproars of the people. All right, we see the famine that's coming, man. All right, we know these things are happening. Why? And that builds up our faith. All right, through Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. All right.
Speaking on that, things unseen. We got an example of that, a great example of that in the scriptures, man. One of the most famous stories in the scriptures is the story of Noah.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and back in his time before, they had never seen rain before. All right, but Noah, he had faith, in the words that was spoken to him, that them things was gonna come to pass, even though they had never seen it before. All right, so Noah was a great example, having faith in the Lord, man. All right, because like I said, that wasn't something that had been seen before on the planet. All right, so he had that faith in the words of the Lord that it was gonna happen, and guess what? Hey, he was delivered, man.
Mm-hmm. Yep, I tell the story in the same chapter that the brother was going into. All right, this is the same chapter. We're going to jump down and we're going to read a few examples. All right, because the scriptures say that was written aforetime was what? Written for our learning. All right, so these examples that were set were written for us to learn by. All right, this is I'm going to jump down to Hebrews 11:6. It said, "But without faith it is impossible to please Him, for he that cometh to Yahweh must believe that He is, and that He is a rewarder of them that diligently seek Him." All right, it said without faith it's impossible to please Him, man. Impossible. If you don't believe in the Lord, all right, and what He says, that's where doubt comes in. Or you don't believe who He said He is, man. And how can you have faith if you don't believe that what you're reading is actually going to come to pass, or what you're reading has actually happened. All right? It says, by faith Noah being warned. That's what the brother was just going into. These are examples that it took faith. All right, the belief in what the Lord said, that it was going to actually happen, and to actually go out there and teach it, just like the nuclear destruction. All right, just like the destruction of America. All right, just like the chariots are going to deliver the elect. All right, all those things require faith. All right, to believe in it, man, because people can't see that. They don't think it's actually going to happen. They think this life is going to go on like they want it to go on, man. That's why they're planning for year 2034 and 2050. All right, because they don't believe that this place is going to come to an end. It says, but by faith Noah being warned of Yahweh, the things not seen as yet, moved with fear, prepared an ark to the saving of his house, by which he condemned the world and became heirs of righteousness, which is by faith. All right, it said, by faith Abraham, when he was called to go out into the place which he found he should after receive for an inheritance, obeyed, and he went out, not knowing whither he went. By faith he sojourned in the land of promise, as in a strange country, dwelling in tabernacles with Isaac and Jacob, the heirs with him of the same promise. All right, so all these examples are faith. All right, you obeying the voice of Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai, man. All right, without it being what a sign of that to happen yet, man. Because like I said, Noah, they hadn't rained yet. Like the brothers going to, it hadn't rained yet. But guess what? The Lord said it was going to rain, and Noah prepared himself. All right, he prepared himself. And guess what? It eventually rained. Just like us right now, as we speak right now, there's nuclear fire coming to this place. And guess what? We're preparing ourselves. All right, we're trying to make our calling of the election sure. That's why we're being diligent and teaching this word, all right, and following these laws, statutes, commandments to the best of our ability, and having the faith that it takes, the belief that it takes, all right, to get us there, man.
Kind of touching back on that first scripture you read, it said, "For without faith, it is impossible to please Him."
Yep.
All right, so if you don't got faith, man, you ain't got nothing at all. All right,
that's right.
Is that your faith is what's gonna get you delivered, man. You know, because you know, you're gonna have to have faith to endure these times we coming into. All right, because faith and endurance, they go hand in hand. All right, because if you ain't got no faith, hey, you ain't gonna be able to withstand the trials and tribulations you're about to go through, man.
Yep.
All right, because like I said, you got that doubt. All right.
That's why it says, I think it believe in James. Matter of fact, I'll come back to that real quick.
6.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. What you want to start? Go right to 6? Or
Yeah, you can hit the point.
I'll just start at 5.
Okay.
All right. It says this is the book of James, chapter 1, verse 5. It says, "If any of you lack wisdom, let him ask of Yahweh, that giveth to all men liberally, and upbraideth not, and it shall be given him." All right. It says, "But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering. For he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed." All right, so going back to that first scripture, it was going into wisdom. All right, it said if you lack wisdom, you gotta ask of the Lord, man, that give it to all men liberally. All right, so the Lord is willing to give you that wisdom if you like it, if it's within your lot. It said He upbraideth not, so the Lord is not going to revile you for asking Him for wisdom and things like that. But then going on into the second, 6th verse, it said, "But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering." All right, so if you a man of the Lord, you feel like you're a man of the Lord, and you ask the Lord of something, you can't have no type of doubt within you, man.
Yep.
All right, because when you that's like you doubting the Creator. It said for you, like you I'm gonna read it back, verse 6.
I'll read it. I got it. It said, this is James 1 and 6. It said, "But let him ask in faith, nothing wavering, for he that wavereth is like a wave of the sea, driven with the wind and tossed."
All right, so nothing wavering, man. Because once you what the scriptures say, he that doubteth is damned already. All right, so once you got that, once you let that doubt set in, hey, you pretty much all over the place, man. All right, you don't even believe the words that are coming out you asking the Lord for something, and then you don't even believe it, man. So what's the point of even asking the Lord? All right.
That's what it says in verse 7. Verse 7 it says, "For let not that man think that he shall receive anything of the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahushua." Yeah, just like you was going into, man. You ain't gonna, if you doubt, the scripture say he that doubted is damned. All right, so you already, you putting yourself in a bad predicament that if you asking the Lord for something and then don't even believe in what you're asking the Lord to do, man, what's the point of that? All right, so you got to really, put some effort into, talking to the Lord and asking the Lord to what? Build your faith up. All right? You shouldn't be acting like a babe first coming in this truth, wavering here and there, man. As you progress in the truth, your faith is supposed to increase. All right? Because the scriptures, this is the one I wanted. This is James chapter, back in chapter 2 and verse 8. It says, no, that's not it. Let me see.
What is that?
Hold on, let me find it. It says, faith without works. Yeah. I think it's chapter 8. Salakia. I'm looking for this scripture.
17.
Yeah. Salakia. Let me find this scripture real quick.
Yeah. Or you can start at 14.
Shit. This is James chapter 2. I'm going to start at verse 14. What though it profit, my brother, though a man say he hath faith and have not works? Can faith save him? It said, if a brother or sister be naked and destitute of daily food, and one of you say unto them, depart in peace, be ye warmed and filled, notwithstanding ye give them not those things which are needful to the body, what doth he profit? Even so, faith, if it have not works, is dead, being alone. So when you come into the, you have to believe and you have to act on your faith. All right, because the scriptures say faith without works is dead. So once you get into these scriptures, all right, and you start saying, "Oh man, this is true. This is true." You're required to what? Have works behind that. All right. So you're gonna, when you have the faith, you're gonna start going out on the highways and byways. Are you gonna stop eating the foods that the Lord telling you not to eat? All right, because those are the works after you start believing in what you're reading in these scriptures. All right. The scriptures also say, faith, what, come by hearing of the word. All right. So once you start hearing the word, your faith will start increasing. All right, and then you'll start acting on your faith. All right, it's all one entity, man. Faith, belief, and works, those are all one thing, man. They all come together, all right, to form one thing. You actually, when your faith increases, your works will increase as well. All right. So if you're not really out there doing the work, you really don't believe in Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, like you say you do. All right. Go ahead.
I always like to jump back to Noah, man, because he was one of the greatest examples, man. All right, because he heard the words of the Lord. All right, he went out, he was telling people, and guess what? He started building that ark, man. That was a part of his works as well. All right, because he believed the words of the Lord, and guess what? He put action behind it, just to back the elder up.
Yeah. He put actions behind it, man. And you know how crazy he might have looked.
Right.
All right. What they used to call us brothers conspiracy theorists. But now look, all right, it ain't such a conspiracy no more, man. All right, things are actually happening that the elders and apostles was talking about 20, 30 years ago, man. These things are starting to happen. All right, but those was their works. They believed in what they were reading, all right, and they went out there and taught it and acted upon it, man. That's having faith. All right, so you know we can bring it to this day and right now. Our apostles, they were having faith, all right, in the Lord back then 20, 30 years ago when this truth first came out. All right, I'm gonna get my last scripture. This is in Ephesians chapter 2. I'm gonna read verse 8. This is Ephesians 2:8. It said, "For by grace are ye saved through faith, and that none of yourselves, it is a gift of Yahweh." All right, this is a gift the Lord gives to who? Faith to who? His elect. All right, a faith is a gift to the elect of Him, man. Because people that are not the elect are not going to receive the gift of faith. He's just not going to give it to everybody. All right, He's going to open His understanding up and to His what? His elect. He's going to have you to put the Spirit on you to believe in what He's saying. All right, and that's the elect that are actually going to have that belief, man, and going to stand on it, and going to actually have the works, all right, behind it. I said, "For by grace are ye saved through faith," man. So through our belief, all right, through us having faith in Him, there our salvation lies, man. All right, there our salvation lies to us believing in Yahweh Shem Yahushua. All right, and He's going to do it actually what He said He was going to do. All right, you got anything to add?
And I like to say all the time, you know, faith is the key to unlocking the door to salvation.
Yep.
All right, because that's our way out of here. That's the only way you're going to get out of here is by having faith in the Lord.
That's right. It's a faith-based thing.
Yep. Mm-hmm. That's all I have.
All right. So with that, we hope this lesson was edifying. All right. I want to say shalom. On to the next one.